Good morning, Destiny players, and welcome to a new build video. Ignore that I haven't posted in 2 months. Life comes at too fast. I am Bladeburger, your local EBF requires 4 amps of power kind of guy. In this video, the fastest supers you can get in the game with a newly buffed pair of exotics. I say newly buffed, but it's been 3 months. Anyways, make sure to do what the algorithm gods demand of you, and let's get into the video. Ever want a super in 10 seconds? Love beaming enemies to death with a giant laser? Like fusion rifles? If you answered yes to any of those, or even none of those, then this build is for you. This build utilizes the power of the Delicate Tomb and the Geomag stabilizers. The Delicate Tomb exotic fusion rifle has a chance to make ionic traces on kill. These traces give ability energy to all abilities. Higher tier enemies always make traces. Additionally, collecting a trace makes your knocked shot overcharge, dealing more damage and jolting enemies. For exotic armor, the Geomag stabilizers. You get a longer Chaos Reach super as long as you're damaging an enemy constantly. You also get a huge amount of super energy when collecting an ionic trace. About 15 ionic traces get you to full, which really isn't hard at all. Additionally, when near max bolt charge, sprinting tops you off. That last part doesn't matter as much, honestly. With these exotics, you get your super extraordinarily fast, probably the fastest in the game. This build is much more active than the awfully boring Stronghold build because it actually does something useful. You aren't sitting in place like the boring Lemon Arc-Titan build either, instead running and gunning, blasting your super off like it's no tomorrow. Let's talk class to see how we power it up. For class, Arc Warlock. Prismatic doesn't have Chaos Reach, so no Prismatic. For abilities, use what you please as long as the super is Chaos Reach. For aspects, Electrostatic Mind. Ability kills make ionic traces. Killing jolted or blinded enemies does the same. You also become amplified when collecting an ionic trace. We also have Ionic Sentry, the new aspect, one that isn't totally busted like the Titan one or nerfed immediately like the Hunter one. Nah, this one's just bugged. Kills with kinetic weapons, arc weapons, or arc abilities charges up a bar that lets you use a grenade button to yeet a turret that chains lightning to enemies, giving you bolt charge. It also blinds when deployed, which includes you. It does blind you if it's close enough. For fragments, Spark of Shock. Arc grenades, Jolt, synergizes with Electrostatic Mind. Spark of Ions. Killing a jolted enemy or an enemy with bolt charge strike makes an ionic trace with a 10-second cooldown. Spark of Amplitude. Rapid kills while amplified makes an aura power. Spark of Discharge. Arc weapon kills have a chance to make an ionic trace. Stacks with Delicate Tomb, by the way. You also get a stack of bolt charge when collecting an ionic trace. Now let's talk weapons and stats. For weapons, Delicate Tomb is all you really need. You can use whatever other weapons you like. For stats, 100 intellect will help you get you super faster, so that's good to have. 100 resilience is also good to not die. Unlike other content creators on this platform, I prefer to not die a million times in activity. I am an outlier though. Not dying is fun. Killing enemies a lot is fun. Now let's talk mods to support this build. Mods have been less and less prominent in build crafting since Lightfall, which is the most apparent on chest piece, which is kind of a bummer. On helmet, special ammo finder, and scout to get more ammo for Delicate Tomb. We also have Harmonic Siphon, multi-kills with weapons matching your super type make an aura power. On arms, impact induction and momentum transfer. Dealing damage with a grenade gives melee energy, and vice versa with the 2 mods. We also have firepower, allowing our grenade to make an aura power on a kill with a 10-second cooldown. On boots, double orbs of restoration, giving a substantial chunk of ability energy when we pick up an aura power. We also have recuperation, giving a chunk of health when we pick up an orb. On class item, this is all flex slots, so put whatever here that you want. I really don't use my class ability on Warlock unless I'm in real danger or it's Phoenix dive, so this is just not useful to me. So there's the mods, and here's the overview of what I have. Take a look, subscribe, and check out all the nice links below. There's even a dim link in my Discord. Why? Reasons. Now let's get to how this build plays. If you're like me and enjoy fun builds, then this build is perfect for you. It lets you spam the hell out of your abilities in Super even more than the Fallen Sunstar, which is the exotic meant to spam abilities. If you enter a Court of Blades, you'll be able to get your super from just the first group of enemies at the start. Extremely quick and very good for burning through bosses. Who cares about the optional objectives when you can just kill the boss instantly? The main flaw with this build is that if you can't kill with the Delicate Tomb, you don't get traces for your abilities in Super. You gotta ensure you can land kills with it. Or if you RNG teammates into the loser using the boring Stronghold sword build, then you're set to get all the kills you need. They won't be doing anything helpful, so you can spam your super to your heart's content. A nice part about this build is that when you use your super, it also makes ionic traces, which can start the loop right up again. I've had times where I cast my super, and then it gets filled immediately by traces that I generated from super kills. It's nice. Try this build out for yourself today and let me know how it does. As usual, I do read all comments, even if I may not respond. Thank you all for coming and watching. See you all in the next one. Bladeburger, out.